Hey everybody, I wanted to share some information with all of the parents out there, especially moms, new moms. I had an episode yesterday with my 5-month-old, Ashton. Yesterday we went to Smoothie King, and I know it's not unusual for, mom parents to share some of their like drink or food, with their, 5-month-old baby. Of course, I'm not referring to like a newborn. My baby is 5 months. So, at this point you start exploring different textures of food and, other thing other than breast milk or formula. So this is my second time giving him some of my smoothie from Smoothie King, but this was my first time giving him a smoothie that was something other than fruit. So yesterday I decided to get a meal replacement shake, meal replacement smoothie. It was the protein one it was the mocha one, and instead of the frozen yogurt, I opt to put peanut butter in it. Bad mistake. Big mistake. So I go to give my baby some. I'm actually using the straw. So, get a little bit in the straw, and I give it to him. And the next thing I know, he's like really coughing, like he's choking. So immediately, I try not to panic. I start patting him on the back, turn him over. His head is basically facing the ground, and I'm like patting him on his back, basically. He continues to choke. At this point, I'm holding him up just to make sure that his color hasn't changed, because I know that's a really, really bad sign. And so I left Smoothie King, and we're actually a couple buildings, businesses down from Smoothie King. So at this point, I'm in a restaurant parking lot, so I ran in there to see if they had an EpiPen, because immediately I felt like he's having an allergic reaction to something. And this was after I noticed that he started breaking out in hives. That was my first time seeing it, so it was weird that I knew immediately, like, okay, he's having an allergic reaction. And maybe the coughing and the coughing or the choking was just a sign of him, of his airways, like maybe closing up or something. Anyways, so I go inside the place, have the baby in my hand, and I'm asking them, okay, do you have EpiPen? I think my baby is having an allergic reaction. And when they said no, scooted out the door. Fortunately, we were down the road from a doctor's care clinic. In fact, we were down the road from the doctor's care clinic on Forest Drive, which I am so grateful that, I just didn't let my panicky nature just take over. I was on it. And then my 15-year-old daughter was with me, so she was like, stay calm. She know how I can get. Anyways, we got in the car. Well, yeah, I got back in the car. We drove to doctor's care, which was like 2 or 3 minutes from where we were. He's still coughing, not crying. I was super worried, so I got in the parking lot, ran into place. There's a couple people in front of me, but I'm like, ma'am, I think my son is having an allergic reaction. And by this time, his mouth was really red, had little bumps. It was going up to, this area right here. And so come to find out, it was they got him in the back. People there were excellent, so polite and so professional, and they just got on it like that. They administered some the medication to him there, and then they called the ambulance. And when he on his way to the hospital in the ambulance, they gave him some Benadryl, and my daughter actually rode with him, and so I just followed behind. Well, I didn't follow behind. I got to the hospital before they did. And so I found out that they gave him Benadryl. So by the time he got to the hospital, there wasn't any more hives. So my point of making this video is to just let all of you mothers know that you have to be extremely careful when you're giving your child something that that they may be allergic to, because some allergic reactions can be fatal, and you just don't want to take that chance. And at this point, our next thing that we'll be doing will be seeing an allergist and getting him tested, to just be aware of things that we should not give him and things that we should just be cautious of. So hope this video helps. And also I noticed, or not noticed, I read that kids with eczema, which is what my son also has, eczema. I read that kids with eczema, or babies with eczema, have a higher chance of having a peanut allergy. So that's just some good info for somebody. So just be very cautious of giving your child foods that you don't normally give them, or you're not sure if they have an allergic reaction. And because fortunately for us, we were we were in the vicinity of doctor's care. I drove there and got there in enough time, and it wasn't until we got there that he actually started crying. So with him doing all that choking, it could have been really bad. And I thank God that he's perfectly fine now. So I hope this video helps someone, and God bless. Bye.